Hello and welcome to another guide from Escape for Friends. It's David here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a guide on familiarization. Familiarization. Now, this is a distraction and diversion which you can do once a week. It has no requirements whatsoever, although having the ability to get fast crimson charms is good for utilizing the rewards to their full potential. The first thing you need to do is you need to travel to Tavali. Now, if you have the Tavali lodestone unlocked, which I expect most of you do, then you can use that. If not, you can use the Berthorpe lodestone and just travel south and then go from where I start at the Tavali lodestone. Once you're in Tavali, you should run south and then to the point where you reach the bank. Then start running east across the bridge, past the Slayer Master. Once you get to the cow field, turn left and start heading north. Bit of lag there, sorry about that. And then you should find pickup sticks. If you speak to him, you say, "Hello there, welcome to my humble abode. How can I help you?" And you just skip through the options, and then you need to talk about pick and mix. Now this is the person which you can start the minigame with. So where's pick and mix? And as you saw, he said he's been off relaxing lately, and it didn't go to another option for me to pick. So that means that the minigame is not active on this world. And if you have a lot of friends online, this is very good because it means you can quick hop onto the other worlds. Unfortunately, I only have one friend who's on a world at the moment. Okay, this time when I spoke to Pick and Mix, and he has said that he's off investigating another of those obelisk phenomena. Now, this means that the world is active, and you should be able to access the familiarization minigame. So, if I continue, can you tell me where? I can try. Pick up sticks. Enters a trance. Now, basically, he's going to give you a riddle, and you have to find the small obelisk that that fits that riddle. So within sight of a fishing boat. So most of the time, if you've done this a couple of times, you might remember some of them, but there are a lot of them. So I'd recommend going to Familiarization on the RuneScape wiki, and if you go to the subtitle that says Obelisk Locations. Okay, the obelisk near Port Khazard. Now, the best way to get there, from my experience, is to teleport to Yanil. It's probably best to have all of the lodestones unlocked so you can get to the obelisk locations quickly. The familiarization minigame will only be open for 20 minutes, so you need to get there fast once you've found out where he is. If you talk to Pick and Mix, you'll see that there's a small obelisk next to him and it's glowing. So once you speak to him, he'll tell you something, and then you need to say, "Sure, I'll have a go." You just go on it, and then you get teleported to a place called the Spirit Plane. Now, in this place, you have an amount of time to pick up as many of these shards as you can. Now, what I like to do is I like to make sure that I pick up all the shards that there are. So I like to go on the map. If you go on the map here, you can see that it's a large area like this, and the Spirit Plane has lots of these raw shards spread around. You need to get 60 of them to get the full amount, so I like to go south and then go around in a circle, then go in a bit, and then go around in a circle within this smaller circle to make sure I get all of them. Each of the raw shards is worth 40 seconds of triple charm drops, which is the main reward from the familiarization minigame. Once you get into the minigame, it will tell you about two familiars that you want to avoid. And for me, it is the Karmanthu Overlord, which is basically a fishbowl with some tentacles in it. And the other one is the Hydra. So if I avoid those two, that would be a good idea, because that means that then they don't reduce the amount of time I've got to get the allotted shards. You'll find that getting the first 30 shards is a lot faster than getting the last 30 shards, because slowly the number of shards on the map diminishes and they become harder to find. So it's definitely worth making a structured path for yourself to follow. Because you're a spirit creature, you have 0 agility and you take forever to recharge your agility. So jumping in the pool in Uglog, I believe it's called, it gives you infinite run for a short period of time, but it's long enough to do the entire minigame. And having infinite run is always helpful in this minigame, because, well, as you can see, it's taking a lot longer because I have to walk a lot of the time. See, now I'm going very, very slowly. I'm a very fat chipmunk going at 0 miles an hour. After a short amount of time, it will say more familiars are hunting you. And usually this is when you reach the checkpoint of 20 spirit raw shards. And so now the spirit Kaya is after me as well, so I need to avoid that as well. I've often found, though, that it's not really worth going majorly out of your way to avoid these familiars, because it doesn't reduce the amount of time you've got that much. It usually takes about 10 minutes to get all of the raw shards needed. If you want to leave the minigame at any time, you can just click on the obelisk to leave. But I would not advise leaving until you have the full 60 shards, at which point it will automatically exit you from the distraction diversion. And now you can see that there's actually more spirit shards than I need to complete the thing. And the reason is that over time, more of them start to spawn during the minigame. Now, the better option is always going to be triple charms. I mean, you can always go and do some water fiends, but if you're a really low level and you don't plan on doing anything to get charms, but you just want to get maybe some summoning ingredients, then you can get that instead. But I would always suggest getting triple charms. At the moment, I've got 96 summoning, so I don't need the shards. So basically, when you get the triple charms, you have 40 minutes of triple charms. So you just get three crimson charm drops instead of 1, or 9 instead of 3 whenever you kill something for those 40 minutes. So what I always do is I go and kill water fiends. Sometimes I manage to get up to like 500 crimson charms in those 40 minutes, which is really good. But I'm going to get the summoning ingredients because it's less obvious what the reward is. So I can show you exactly what the reward is. So he's added me a box. This is a very similar looking box to the random event system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bank and I'll show you what I get. Okay, I'm at the bank now. I've emptied my inventory so I can see exactly what I get from the box of summoning ingredients. By the way, I've never got one of these boxes, but I'm fairly certain that the reward is insurmountable in comparison with the triple charm drops. Anyway, opening the box. And from the box, I get swamp toads and thin snails. This, I think it might be worth quite a bit of money actually, but see if it was worth it. So that was worth 185k. If I do the math, that's about... So that works out to be about 1.1 mil an hour, which just proves the point that it's really not worth buying the box of so many ingredients. There are so many better ways of making money. This is only really worth doing for the triple charm reward. This has been me, David, from Skate for Friends. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it's been helpful with your summoning and your goals for pack yaks and unicorns and bunyips. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.